pretty sure I read this somewhere. I should have looked it up before starting this video, but I'm pretty sure Tarantino has said that this film and Volume 2, he sees himself as one movie, because originally this movie was going to be Kill Bill. It was going to be like a 4-hour movie though, so the studio was like, no, and then Tarantino was like, alright, well then we're doing 2 movies, and they come out like 6 months apart from each other. Why do movies don't do that anymore? Kill Bill Volume 1. The 4th film, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, stars Uma Thurman as Beatrix, aka the Bride, and she is part of this Viper Club, basically, and they murder people and there's bad people. And then she's like, you know what? I'm leaving that stuff. I'm getting married, I'm living my own life. But the 4 Viper Squad people basically are like, nah, we're gonna kill you, and the head honcho named Bill plans it all, and now they didn't kill her, and she's back, and she wants revenge. This movie is really interesting. I know a lot of people that say this is their favorite Tarantino movie. It's not my favorite Tarantino movie. We haven't got there yet. But this movie is really entertaining to watch. Hands down, Kill Bill Volume 1 is, to me, probably the best directed action Tarantino's ever done. Now, when we get to other reviews, like certain movies that I won't talk about with action and stuff, he does really good shootout scenes, but this man directed pretty much a ninja movie. A ninja samurai, it's everywhere, it's all over the place, and I love it. It is the reason to watch this movie and the second one. The fighting is just so well done by Tarantino. It's wide shots. The blood can be a little over the top, but that's part of Tarantino, so really if you're a fan of him, then you're like, oh, this is just nothing to me. But the blood is something, especially when she fights the 88 ninjas basically in this movie with her yellow suit on, and it is a bloody massacre. This movie, though, is more of the action one. Volume 2 we'll talk about in the next video. But this one is a heavy action movie, if you ask me. The second one more focused on the characters and the ending and a lot of anthology stuff about like her training stuff. This movie does do flashbacks just like every other Tarantino movie, except a few of them. It does play with time. It plays with her going back in time. And like how when they go back in time, like in the very first shot of this movie is the wedding scene. It's black and white. I love how when he does the fight scene at the end, it's black and white for a good chunk of it, and then it turns into color. I love that stuff, and I love my favorite scene in this entire movie is when she fights, I can't remember her name, but it's the African-American lady in the club when she fights her at her house. It is such a brutal fight, and then it stops like that when her daughter comes home from school on the school bus. It's just such a really entertaining scene, and I love how she's pouring a bowl of cereal and she has a gun in the cereal thing, and she tries to shoot her, and she throws that knife right at her. It is a badass scene. And speaking of badass, Uma Thurman as Beatrix / the Bride. She's awesome. She is literally an awesome character. This is probably, I can almost say, this is Tarantino's best character he's ever written. I love the Bride. She is so awesome. Uma Thurman is such a badass in this movie, and getting to see her train and everything is so cool with her sensei, and then you actually kind of feel bad for her. I mean, she's a pregnant woman getting married, leaving this terrible life behind us, and then they say fuck you and they basically shoot her. But they don't kill her. And then it's revenge. And of course, the iconic shot of, or not iconic shot, but iconic costume of her wearing the entire yellow jumpsuit. I know there's a title to it, but I can't remember the name of it. But when she wears that yellow jumpsuit, and from that point to the end of the movie, it is non-stop action and badassery. And I love the fight scene at the very end between her and Lucy Liu in the snow. Again, it's Tarantino. I can almost say this is Tarantino's best directing in all of his movies. He's made, I mean, obviously he's made some cult classics and future classics, but this movie, his directing is perfect, and his dialogue is amazing, and I love the music. I love the music. Music is so, like, just, it feels the vibe of this movie. It just flows perfectly. Again, Tarantino is a big fan of Japanese films, and he really wanted to do this kind of movie. And I'm not the biggest ninja, samurai, I'm not a big fan of those movies. I'm just not a big fan of ninjas at all, really. But I can take a green card for this one, because this movie is awesome, because it has great characters, really cool action scenes, and it's just a really entertaining movie. Like I said, this one is way more action than the second one. Now, there is one thing that I love that is so not talked about, And that is, of course, how Bill, the main villain, you hear his voice, you never see him in this movie. You never see him. I love that. I love that about this movie. I'm gonna give Kill Bill Volume 1 a strong A-. The only reason I'm not giving this movie any higher grade, I can't lie, there's a few moments of cheesiness, and the blood is something else. I mean, one person gets sliced, and I mean, that blood is literally a waterfall spewing, just it's like, okay then. And then there's that one scene where she smacks like a villain like in the butt, and like he just like runs away. He's like, ooh, like it's very cartoony in some scenes, so I can't lie. Sometimes it's a little cheesy. But anyways, my next video will come out actually next, and that is Volume 2. So stick around, click the next video. It should be out when this video is out right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.